defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's Newton. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history to making with this partner. I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. In motion comes the tight end left. Rodgers to throw once more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Collins. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Newton on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 21-0 our score after 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, a much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now we'll see what you can do with it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. There's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he comes back with one complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Slot man moves right. Second down and goal. Rodgers toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing ball to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Rodgers now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the slot man goes in motion left. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now it's Newton. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Xavier Howard. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. He's got a man. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Newton. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 4th down, Newton. He's going to go up top again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to have the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Rodgers' throw taken in by Collins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers going to throw.
Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Newton.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They snap it to Newton. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
Now Newton.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Newton now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And it's a Packers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Mostert up the middle. Room here to run. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And some space here. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Newton being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
26. Hey, you block over here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Newton's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
Back to throw, Newton.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Newton's going to throw it. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Newton.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Newton.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Newton.
That's swung out to Mostert.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Raheem Mostert from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was...
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time